here in Checotah, Oklahoma. From a distance, what does that look like to y'all, Colorado people? That to me means they have marijuana there, medical marijuana. That's what it would mean if I was in Colorado. I see the medical symbol on there, it looks like. Let's just go see what they got. Apparently, from what I've deduced so far, medical marijuana is at least legal here. I've seen a couple of dispensaries. I'm not sure as to the status of their recreational. I actually don't know why they don't just go ahead and make it acceptable everywhere. The federal government's already decriminalized it after they were the one who criminalized it. Did y'all know that the reason that marijuana was outlawed to begin with had nothing to do with the effects it had on people, because it's actually a miracle drug, not even a drug, it's a plant. But hemp, you familiar with hemp? Hemp is like a byproduct of the marijuana plant, or the marijuana THC is a byproduct of the hemp plant, whatever you want to look at it. But hemp was used, we made our money, our paper money out of hemp at one point. Hemp is good for rope and all kind of industrial uses, paper and stuff. Well, it seems some guy owned a lot of trees and he wanted to sell said trees. So he got with Congress and they demonized THC and marijuana and made it this evil kind of drug. Oh, bad, it's a gateway drug. It's no more of a gateway drug than my dick is a gateway to eternity. Okay? It's about as stupid as that. So he got with Congress, somebody like Mitch McConnell back in the day. It wasn't exactly Mitch, but you know what I'm saying, Mitch or Chuck Schumer, one of them big shots. They got this plan to get it. They demonized that, so they made it illegal. But still, we needed paper. So what they do, they started using trees. The guy who had owned all the trees, now we're making our paper out of trees, and oh, we got to be more environmental friendly, which I agree with. So reintroduce hemp everywhere. It'll grow wild, it'll grow everywhere, you can't control it. That's another reason they wanted it illegal, because they couldn't tax it, because they couldn't control it, because it could be grown practically anywhere. It grows like a weed, but it's it's not a weed, it's a flower. Yes, this is a Checotah cannabis shop. Hours Monday, Saturday, 0 to 8, whatever the hell that means. Oh, there it is right there. That's a nice house. Closed. Let's see if this is medical. It's got to be medical with that symbol on there. At least Oklahoma's further along than Alabama. I think Alabama legalized medical, but they still got to get they got to put regulations on what you can do and what you can. It's so fucking stupid. It's a plant, people. They're closed. No minors allowed inside unless the minor is a patient. Okay, yeah, this is definitely medical. Oklahoma. Absolutely no pets allowed, no exceptions. Juicy. Closed. That's pretty interesting. I never thought I'd see the day in my life where something so innocent as a plant can be so demonized yet so celebrated. And I, for one, I know the miracle aspects of THC because I'm living proof. I was diagnosed with PTSD a few years ago from the trauma I suffered by getting basically kicked out of the Air Force. I wasn't really kicked out. I was given the choice: you either re-enlist for 4 years with no orders and we do what we want with you, or you get out in 2 weeks. So I got out to protect my family, and it really messed my mind up and messed my whole life up. But I've overcome it, and I need to go to the VA and get some disability for having PTSD the way they did me when I got out of the Air Force. They basically said, you re-enlist for 4 years or you get out. No extension. It's all started because of George Bush, the first. When the globalist he got in there, he started these 1,000 points of light and the New World Order and read my lips, no new taxes. What does he do? New taxes. One-term president. Did y'all know that the same said Mr. Bush, President Bush, says he didn't know where he was the day JFK was killed in Dallas, Texas? That's a damn lie. I know where he was. I seen a photograph. He was in Dallas, Texas. He helped plan the killing of JFK. He was in the CIA. He wasn't the head of the CIA, but he was in one of the operatives that killed JFK along with Lyndon Johnson. It's a whole big ass conspiracy. There's no theory. It was a conspiracy between the government to kill JFK. Why? He wanted to crush the CIA. He wanted to get us back to like where we should be. Our whole money system's illegal now. Oh, shit's illegal. You pay federal taxes voluntarily. That shit ain't legal. They know what they know because you tell them. Why do you think they want to hire so many thousands of IRS agents and arm them with fucking guns? Why is the IRS buying all these weapons and ammunition? Because they want your money. They want to control you. But yet they can print billions of dollars and send off to God knows where, like Ukraine, and kill people. But they can't find the money to build a new VA facility in our nation's capital, which has the shittiest VA facility in the country. I know, because I've been to most of them. We got a hawk over here and this bird going at it. That bird's pissed. And there's a hawk in this tree. A big ass hawk right there. See him in there? There's another one. There you go, the same one. See, he's pissed off. He's running, he's trying to get that hawk away, probably from his offspring. It's amazing how big ass hawks like that will run from those little birds. Even eagles get taunted by little birds. They just fly away because there's really nothing they can do. What are they gonna do? Kill a bird? And wouldn't be worth it. They're so small. It wouldn't be worth their energy to kill it and eat it. Where'd he go? He had his feather. Yeah. He's fresher than that. Came right out of that hawk or that other bird. Where did he go? Yeah, I didn't see him fly off. Did he? Oh, I didn't see him leave. Oh, he went. Anyway, better get out of here before they think I'm messing with this bank. And every day a stranger rolls into Carrie Underwood's hometown and starts recording birds fighting in cannabis stores. That's kind of weird, don't you think? I don't, not really. I'm just a tourist having fun. The sign on the interstate said, come check out our city, so I'm checking it out. Not weird at all to me. Why you, some guy asked me last night, how come you travel all over the country? I said, because I can. The question is, why don't you do something? Hell, I'm having a blast. I just got a free tank of gas right down the road, free. Yesterday I was going down the road and saw these guys holding these Bible verses, these 3 guys, so I stopped in there. Dude handed me a Bible that's worth $20, handed me a $20 bill, and handed me a Walmart gift card for $20. Why? Because I just stopped there and see what I asked him what that verse, Joel 3:14, he had on that sign. I said, what does that verse say? He said, I don't know, I have to look it up. I said, well, you holding a sign, and you probably should know what it says. He said, well, I got so many signs, I can't keep up with them. I understand. So he whipped out his Bible and looked on his phone and told me what the verse meant, and it seemed accurate. Joel 3:14. We was having trouble finding Joel. I said, the only thing I know about Joel is Joel Osteen, the false prophet of Texas. Oh, Smiley. Yeah. He's a fraud. He'll lead you to believe that there's more than one way to eternal life. There ain't but one, and that's through the gift of Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, coming to this earth, inhabiting a physical form, being born of a woman who was a virgin, living a perfect life, being murdered on the cross at the hands of Roman soldiers at the behest of these Jewish people. People wonder why the Jews are so cursed. They asked for it. Let his blood be on our hand and on our children's hands. So be it. That's why they're so cursed. There have been peace ever since then. Why? You denied the Lord. He came to you like he said he would in the Old Testament, and you denied him. You deny him to this day. And y'all looking for the Messiah. Well, he's here. Oh, y'all's Messiah's here. And you all would know who he was if I told you who he was, Barack Hussein Obama. Oh, he's already been in power here. He's in power again right now. You didn't know he's the guy that's got his hand up Joe Biden's asshole, up his butt, pulling the strings. Hell, he said so much. He said if it could be like live in a basement somewhere and pull all the strings, he'd like that. Well, that's exactly what he's doing, y'all. Well, you wake up, people. I mean, come on. Valerie Jarrett, why was she living with him? And Big Mike, you know, Michelle Obama that's got a bigger dick than me. True story. Show me a picture of Michelle Obama pregnant. She wasn't. They got those kids from another couple. It's all the show. He wasn't even born in this country. So basically everything he did as president is null and void. Oops, there goes Obamacare. Illegal. Why? Because he's an illegitimate president. Just as Joe Biden's illegitimate. Why? Because they stole the election. Oh, right, not that again. Yeah, that again. Where's Joe Biden's 81 million supporters? Where are they? I'll show you all kind of Trump supporters. I'm neither for Biden or for Trump in the next election. I'm for an independent. Y'all didn't know there's a third party? The independents are their own party. They just haven't got organized into a party, which is hence why they're independent. Everybody ain't gonna believe the same. You might believe in this and you might want that, but hell, on the big issues, I think we pretty much all agree. Therefore, I, J.Scott Hightower, would love to be your president. Why? Because I could do a damn good job. Why? Hell, I got 8 years military experience. I had all kind of life experience. I've been homeless. I've been on top. I've been on bottom. I've been all around. Truth be known, I'd rather be vice president. Why? I ain't got to do shit but party, have all the pretty girls over, show them around, have a good time. I'll be President Trump's running mate. I'll be Mr. Kennedy's running mate. There's another guy. He's an independent. He's self-financed. I can't think of his name. Good-looking man. He's a Christian man. I can't remember exactly where he's from, but I heard his speech. I was in Iowa the other day, and I heard him talking, and he's very concerned about the financial situation of our country because he's very good with money. He's done very well for himself. I can't think of the man's name. I'd be his vice president. I would. Yeah, you gonna do that? Where'd Barack Obama come from? Nobody heard of him. Why can't I be the first president from Alabama? Why not? Why not? Why can't my little grandson, Rexford Vincent Hightower, grow up to be a president? He can. Jimmy Carter did it. Hell, if Jimmy Carter can do it, I can do it. All you need is somebody to believe in you. Hell, everything I say comes true. Have you noticed that? I don't walk around just saying random shit. If I said something, I guarantee you I believe it, or I wouldn't have said it in the first place. I don't go around saying random shit just to say it. And I'm not like Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump was at Huntsville, Alabama, I believe it was. And he said something at one of his rallies. This was before he ever got elected the first time, I think. He said something and the crowd, he's like, oh, they like that. So he started feeding into that. He does what, he gives what the crowd needs. And it may be one thing at this crowd, one thing at this, but I still remember him, and I was watching on TV in Alabama, oh, they like that. So he jumped on that and he rode that for all it's worth. He's a narcissist, yes. He's very into himself, and he likes to be, as we say, have his dick stroked or laid in the jaw for him. He likes people to do what he says. That makes him feel good about himself. But the minute they disagree, man, that's something that you turn on you like my mother. I'm done with you. My mother was done with everybody at one time or the other. The only person she would let come back would be me, because I was her beloved baby boy. So she'd be done with me, but she'd always come back around. Why? Because I'm me. I was her son. I cared for her. And I'd love to see her up there with Pop and Granny now rejoicing. I know my mom knew Jesus. Why? I saw her get baptized in Nancy's Creek when I was a little kid. She believed way back then. Now, you get older, you used to get kind of confused, all the bullshit in the world, this and that. She believed. No doubt about it. Just like her brother, Uncle Leroy, Aunt Marion, her husband, Uncle Wilbur, Pop, Granny, all of them on my mother's side know God, Uncle Rufus. Anyway, I never imagined today I'd be standing in the hometown of Carrie Underwood proclaiming that I'd like to be the next president of the United States. Interesting. There's a sign there that says Jefferson Highway. Can you believe that? My name technically on my birth certificate is Jeffrey, Jeffrey. For years, I spelled it Jeffery until I saw my birth certificate. Well, on my Social Security card, it says J, just the letter J, Scott Hightower. On my Medicare card, it says J.S. Hightower. Uber knows me as, it was Uber Jeffrey. Now I changed it, it's Jefferson Scott, because my name is Jeffrey Scott Hightower. Jefferson is a derivative of, just like Jeff Sessions was the Jefferson, William Jefferson Clinton, you know. Jeffrey, it's all the same. But here I stand on Jefferson Highway. In the hometown of Carrie Underwood. Look at that. J.H. Jefferson Highway. Jefferson Hightower. I was in a town yesterday in Arkansas, and I was riding along Hightower Lane. What the heck? It wasn't much further from here to my Jeep. Hightower Lane. Hightower, that's a pretty cool name. I think so too. If you look in the Bible, Psalms 18, verse 2, the very last word is like, depending on the translation, the King James says Hightower. Some of them translate it stronghold, whatever. I think it's the same thing. Years ago, after I got to know the Lord a bit, I purposed in my heart that I wanted to be a Hightower, somebody that that somebody looked up to, namely my children. You know, I never wanted to be some big shot or anything like that. Just be a humble guy and just want to be left alone. You know, just don't mess with me. I ain't gonna mess with nobody. Just anyway. There's a Kennedy sign. Got a question, America. Why aren't the Democrats going to let Mr. Kennedy on the debate stage? Because he'll expose them. That don't seem quite fair to me. This is a Kennedy, y'all. This is from the actual John F. Kennedy family. And they won't even let him on the debate stage because they're afraid of him. They know he's going to tell the truth or ask some very inconvenient questions. That's bullshit. Well, that gentleman I talked about that was running for office, I can't remember his name, but I got a message from him that he needs like so many thousand people to donate before he can get on the debate stage. Well, that's bullshit. I tried to send him $1, but that wouldn't even go through my damn card. My card's so messed up. My People's Bank of Alabama card sucks. Yeah, you had to send he had to give so many individual donations. That's corrupt, that's bullshit. Ain't nowhere in the Constitution says you have to do that shit to be president. You gotta be, 35 years old and born in this country? That's about it, right? No, they make all these rules where you gotta jump through hoops. Why? So they can control the narrative and control the shit. Mitch McConnell, he needs to be gone. Chuck Schumer needs to be gone. Fuck, almost all of them. It's just, get rid of all of them. All the House and the Senate and start fresh. We need a complete reset of our government because it's totally out of control. We don't need fucking Department of Education, all that bullshit. We don't need all that. Look at what George Washington, he had like the Department of War and like 2 other things. I think one was commerce or something to do with money and one other thing. That's all there was, all we needed. Now it's got so big and bloated that it's fucking out of control. To the point that trillions of dollars can go missing from the Pentagon, and magically the next day, oh hell, a cruise missile hits it. 9/11. If you believe that official narrative, you're a damn idiot. Yeah, there was an airplane. I saw the airplane. Yeah. There's an airplane flew over the Pentagon. It had a missile on it. The missile's what launched and hit. The airplane kept going. I'll never mention 9/11 again if you can answer me this. How come 3 skyscrapers fell on 9/11 and only 2 airplanes hit? You ever heard of Building 7? BBC broadcast live on TV that building had collapsed about a half hour before it actually collapsed. True story, check it out. This is J.Scott Hightower, and I approve this message. If you don't like it, hated it.